Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're well. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and today we're going to take a look at the Akashic Records to see what message Source has for you. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, please take what fits and leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. All 12 zodiac signs will have their Akashic Records reading up by Thursday of this week. And for those of you wondering what day today is, I'm recording this on May 17th, 2026. And one last message: if you are a Taurus sun sign and you're celebrating your birthday in the final days of your season, I'd like to wish you a happy birthday. Also, actually for all Tauruses, if you're a Taurus sun sign, I want to wish you a happy birthday. All right, now we can begin. Tapping into the Taurus collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the Akashic Records message for Taurus at this time? What do they need to know at this time? One more shuffle. Thank you. What do you need to know at this time? Release attachments. And at the bottom of the deck, you have reflection. Release attachments. There's something you need to let go of. It's either a limiting belief, an untruth, or a negative behavior, or situation, environment, or connection that is holding you back. It is keeping you from stepping into your true potential and your true happiness. We then have reflection. You're being asked to reflect on your recent choices. What lessons have they taught you? Reflection is the mirror to your soul's growth. Use it to deepen your understanding and your intuition. It's interesting. In the reflection card, there's actually two faces. So there is something here, Taurus, about you making a decision to leave something behind. Again, whether it's a pattern, a thought process, a bad habit, or a situation, environment, or connection that no longer serves your highest good. Let's get into tarot now. Clarify this further, please, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is release attachments and reflection the message from the Akashic Records at this time for the Taurus collective? Why is this their current message? And if you hear that hum in the background, I apologize. It's my AC unit. It's like 90 degrees up here today. One more shuffle here. Thank you. I hope that microphone is on. It is. Okay. Taurus, we have the King of Pentacles. There you are, whether you are masculine or feminine. We have the Lovers. There's a choice here that you need to make. And then you have the Eight of Cups, the choice to walk away. Okay. King of Pentacles. Tell me why the King of Pentacles is here for Taurus. Why is the King of Pentacles here for Taurus? Why is the King of Pentacles here for Taurus? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Pentacles is clarified by Justice, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Swords. The Lovers, which is the ultimate choice card in tarot. Tell me why the Lovers is here for Taurus. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Lovers is clarified by the Emperor, the Hierophant. Two cards came out. The Eight of Wands and the Hermit. And the Eight of Cups. Why is the Eight of Cups here for Taurus? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Eight of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, wow, and the Magician. Bottom of the deck, the World card. Oh my. Okay. World card, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Taurus, there's a cycle here that you keep repeating over and over again with a situation, environment, or connection in your life. And you're not happy. I don't know if it's affecting your finances. I don't have any pentacles here on the table. So as a reader, I look at what's here and what's not here. And the only pentacle card I have is the King of Pentacles, which is you. So if this is work related, you're at a job and you continuously stay there. Justice to the Wheel of Fortune to the Three of Swords. Even though you don't like it there anymore, or it's unpleasant to be there, it's disappointing. Maybe someone at the workplace has stabbed you in the back. You know, you're not truly content there, but you continue to show up. And for some of you, they don't even pay you what you're worth, but it's just habit. You know, it's just I wake up every morning and I get ready and this is my routine and I get in the car, or maybe I log on to Zoom and I just do my job and I'm not very happy there, but it's a job, right? It pays the bills. That's the feeling here. And you make the choice to do this, even though you know better. You know better in that Hermit energy. So you continue to move forward. You make the active choice. I'm going to stay at this job. And I'm hoping that I can manifest it to be what I want it to be. I love your spirit, Taurus. I really do. But the job isn't changing. The World card is here. You've learned everything you needed to learn at that job. I often look at the world card like here in the United States, we attend high school for 4 years. We have the 4 fixed signs in each corner. You are one of them, right? Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. And on graduation day, after you have completed those 4 years, I'm 52 years old, Taurus. I don't know one single person, and I've met a lot of people in my 5 decades on this planet. I don't know one person who on graduation day is like, you know what, I want to do that all over again. But that's kind of what you're doing here. So you're continuing to exist. Again, we'll just use work as an example. At a workplace, there's nothing else for you to learn there. There's nothing else for you to glean. You've mastered it. You've learned everything you had to learn. It's time to go. It's time to find another job, as opposed to manifesting that this job is going to get better. Maybe for some of you, this is a relationship or maybe even a marriage. Same thing. The marriage is not going to change. It is what it is. World cards here, it's completed. You've learned all the lessons. If you want to continue to exist in it, you're going to continue to exist in a 3 of Swords relationship. It's just not going to change. You can't manifest it to change. And the reason why you can't manifest this situation, environment, or connection to change, because it's not just you. There's another person or other people involved. And they either don't want what you want, or they're okay with, the way things are. So there's something like that here at play, where this is like Groundhog's Day here. So whatever this is for you, this situation, environment, or connection, it's time to release it. And that doesn't mean you have to go into work tomorrow and quit your job. But instead of manifesting that this become the job that you want it to be, you need to manifest a new job that will be what you want it to be. I have to ask why you're doing this. Why are you doing this? And that's actually your message. Look at the Hermit. The Hermit is looking, I wish I had an overhead camera, because the card here is reflection. And right behind that is connect to your intuition. Wow. So the Hermit is your intuition, right? This is a card of going within and doing some soul searching. So there's something here you need to ask yourself. Why do I continue to make the decision, the choice, over and over again, to stay in something that isn't changing? Like, it's the very definition of insanity. And I don't know one Taurus who is insane, including my ex-husband, who I chose to divorce after 24 years. Tony, if you're watching, hi. There's something here. I'm going to continue to invest in this blank, you name it, this property, this job, this relationship, this friendship, maybe even this lifestyle. It does not serve your highest good. Nothing changes. You're disappointed. It's either impacting you emotionally or financially. You're not going to manifest this to become what you want it to be, because it's not meant to work. Your lesson here is to know your worth and your value, what you bring to the table, to make better uses of your pentacle resources, and to release this and to move forward towards the 9 of Cups. You keep manifesting that the 8 of Cups will be the 9 of Cups. It's not. It can't be. It's like playing, I'm not condoning, gambling, but it's like, playing a scratch-off ticket, buying a scratch-off ticket, and you're like, well, if I hit, I'm going to win, Powerball. The two are not the same. You can't manifest that scratch-off ticket will give you the same win as a Powerball. They're not the same. You can move forward and buy a Powerball ticket, but you can't buy a scratch-off and think you're going to win the Powerball that night. I hate to talk like this to you, Taurus, because I love the Taurus collective. I need to know why you're doing this. I need to know why you're doing this. One more shuffle. Thank you. 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. Is this how you see yourself? First thing off the bat that I got was, if I give it time, this will change. Nope, it's not. I know you think if I just keep investing in this 1 more year, 2 more years, things will change here. No, it's a repetitive cycle. Here's your infinity loop. Literally Groundhog's Day. Then I have another group of you where you're like, I have to be honest. I got to call bullshit here when I see it. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. This is great. Smile on my face. This isn't, you ever eat food? You ever go to someone's home and you eat food and you don't like it? And they're like, how is it? And you're like, That's what this is. This is, this is tummy. Meanwhile, that night you're going to be up, all night, either on the toilet or popping Tums, for the heartburn. But look what's hidden in the moon. Hidden in the moon is the 5 of Cups. I'm not happy with this at all. I'm going to portray myself like I'm happy. There's a little bit of deception here. I like the job. I like the relationship. I like where I live. You know, everything's great. This investment is going splendidly well. And meanwhile, in the shadow of the moon, when you're alone, you're like, I hate it here. I hate it here, or it's not changing, or I don't like this person, or they're always disappointing me, or the job's not paying me what I'm worth. And Seven of Pentacles. You've been doing this for a long time. Didn't I say that in your last reading? Sunk cost fallacy. Google that. It's the belief that because I've invested so much time or energy or love into something, I just have to persist. Says who? Says who? I want to know what you can manifest here. Not this, right? We've already kind of determined that. But tell me more about that Magician energy here. That's the infinity loop that you should be addressing, or not addressing, embodying. Not this, I'm going to keep doing this for 1 year, 2 more years, you know, hoping it'll change. This is the infinity loop of this is not changing. I have all 4 aces, right? Magician is the only card in tarot that has all 4 aces. I have everything it takes to move on from this, or to create a plan to move on from this. That's what you should be embodying. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Magician is clarified by the 5 of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. That's what you want. That's what you want. I hate to say that, but that's what you want. You want success. You want victory. That's what you, maybe beat out the competition, right? If this is like for a job. But that's what you need to be manifesting towards overcoming this challenging 5 of Wands situation and discovering something that will give you the 10 of Pentacles, the investment that makes the money that you want or that you need, you know, for that return on investment to be the job that pays you for the time and talent that you bring to the table, all that knowledge and experience you bring to the table, the romantic love partner that's in it to win it for the long haul, that is devoted to only you and does not 3 of sword you over and over and over again. So I'm just telling you what's here. It would be a better use of your skills to manifest your way out of this, as opposed to try manifesting this to become what you want it to be. Anything else here for Taurus? And then we'll get you 3 cards of advice. Anything else here for Taurus? Maybe let's take a look at that reflection. You're being asked to reflect on your recent choice here. 3 cards on that. One more shuffle. Thank you. The reflection. Knight of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. If you were to reflect on this, okay, this burden, this albatross, whatever it is, situation, environment, or connection, there's something here saying, and I think this is what you'll realize, I made the best decision I could at the time. When I purchased that, I was a Page of Pentacles. When I bought that investment property, I was a Page of Pentacles. When I married that person, I was a Page of Pentacles. When I married them and they screwed me over and I then decided to give them another chance, or, you know, even if it's not a marriage, I decided to give them another chance, I was a Page of Pentacles. You were a little naive, and it's okay to admit that. It's okay. For me, queens exist in the present because they process the past. So if you're here and you're being honest and you're cutting through your own bullshit, okay, I'm gonna talk straight to you here, Taurus. I think you can handle it. You're the backbone of the zodiac. If you cut through all your bullshit, you're gonna see the truth. And the truth is, I made the best decision I could at the time. If I had to make that same decision today, I wouldn't make it. Great, that's your aha epiphany moment. So then make a different decision, because today you're not a Page of Pentacles. Today you're the fucking King of Pentacles. I just got demonetized, and I'm not going to delete the video, Taurus. I'm not going to do it. They could pay me $0 for this video. It's okay. You needed to hear that. You are the King of Pentacles. You're a lot wiser now. You have more education. You have more experience. You have more knowledge. You now know your worth and value. And you also know that that doesn't work. And if you look back, you can be honest with yourself and say, yep, I didn't know what I know today. Okay, great. Now that you know what you know, what are you going to manifest? Let's get you 3 cards of advice, Taurus. 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, my darling. Page of Pentacles. Look at that. 6 of Cups and the Knight of Wands. That's your advice. 5 of Swords. I think that will clear up a lot here for you. I did the best I could. I took the action. Knight of Wands. I took maybe the impulsive action, right? I didn't think things clearly. If I can look back in the past, I can be honest with myself and say, I said yes to that offer opportunity, or I moved forward with that offer opportunity because I just didn't know better at the time. It's okay. It's okay. And now that you know better, you can do something different. Five of Swords. Yes, because now, Taurus, you're the Empress, whether you're masculine or feminine. Once you have that moment of clarity, you're going to be like, I'm not a page anymore. So why do I keep going to something or engaging in something or engaging with someone that I chose to engage with when I was a page? I'm not a page anymore. That's your clarity. That's with this whole conflict here that you have with the Five of Swords. So that's your message from the Akashic Records. A little reflection, a little being honest with yourself, and recognizing that you're sabotaging yourself by staying in something simply because you decided to engage with it when you were a page. You know better now. Today you're the Empress, whether you're masculine or feminine. That is what I have for you, Taurus, at this time. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.